or it can never come. I'm not worried, as I said before, about Arne Slot getting things back in place, about the compact team and the aggressiveness. I mean, we will see that because his teams always have shown that. The thing I believe that is more a thought is that it should not matter who plays to have certain aspects of the game. So I don't agree on that part so much, that it should not be able to, if you rotate, you still want to see your philosophy in place, right? New players and non-new players. Football, we understand it. And when you come in as a new big player, you would understand certain things. But on the other hand, it is still early in the season. He has shown his quality as a coach. I'm sure he gets it right very soon.
And we've said countless times, haven't we, this new league phase, you can, as PSG did last season, you can afford to drop some points. You can afford to lose a few games and still be in a position after Christmas to go on, and as they did, go all the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's many games to go, but I think that the main point is the performance tonight wasn't what we're used to seeing from this football club, and it's one of those things when it's one game or two games that they're conceding chances, but when it's a consistent theme, that's when you start to get concerned. The only positive is that it is early, so the manager will figure out what he believes to be his best team, and that will be the team he's going to focus on. I would say maybe one change every now and again, two changes, which is what we're used to seeing him do. I think tonight was probably a moment where he thought, okay, I can give certain players a game. We see Frimpong playing in the right wing position, Szoboszlai playing in the right back position, which was a little bit of a strange one for me, at least when I look at Frimpong maybe being brought in as a right back. And then when you look across the pitch, we talk about the positives of Wirtz. Yes, you can see that he is a bit low on confidence at the moment, and that will take time for him to build that. Maybe an international break a lot of the time does help players, kind of reevaluate the situation, and then it allows them to improve. But when you look at across the pitch today and you look at the performances of the players, they're going to know that they weren't good enough. They're going to know. They're going to know it doesn't matter what we think. As the players, which we all have been, you go home, you're on that flight home, 3.5 hours, 4-hour flight home, thinking to yourself, we were off it today.
Yeah, Danny, but don't you think that is the time to prove these kind of things? It's not the time right now that you won every single game of the season apart from the last one. You won the first one in Champions League. You arrive here to Galatasaray. You know that you're going to have an important game at the weekend and also an international break. It's a moment right now to give a go to, I want to try Frimpong there and Szoboszlai behind. Yeah. I want to try Coates with Berth over there. Let's see if the chemistry works and not McAllister with Gravenberch. Right now is the moment, because later on the season, maybe you don't have that opportunity to do it.
Exactly. I think the strategy what we ask him about, he's implementing it. He's not saying it, but it's clearly that he has mentioned many times, I need to get players minutes, I need to manage minutes, I need to manage fitness. So he's definitely having a different approach from last year when he said, okay, these are my first 11, and until they actually, don't have any gas anymore, he goes.
Maybe tonight would have been, I'm not saying a question in selection, maybe a night would have been for Chiesa tonight. He's been one of Liverpool's best players coming off the bench, scoring goals, creating goals off the bench. Wasn't fit enough to play tonight, but you'd have probably, in my opinion, maybe he would have got a start tonight, given what he's done so far in the season. So I think when you look at the collective of the squad, we're seeing a consistent theme of late goals. Late goals after late goals after late goals, and it's like some point tonight I'm looking thinking, when's the goal coming? I'm seeing 90 minutes, I'm like, all right, there might be another goal. And tonight where we see, okay, the miracles that we've been seeing won't last. So you've got to figure out how to get yourselves in positions that it's not a consistent theme, that you're scoring last minute goals in the last 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes. It's too consistent. It needs to be the Liverpool we're used to seeing is a team that dominates. 2-3 goals clear, and that's not easy to do in professional football, so I'm not saying that's a given. You have to earn the right to do that. But tonight wasn't a night I don't think any of us would have expected.
Well, you asked the question earlier on, when was the last time?
Difficult to say at the moment. I think obviously they got the penalty, they got a couple opportunities basically through our mistakes in possession, losing the ball in unnecessary moments, a bit sloppy. But yeah, listen, you stand here with a loss, and that's obviously the frustrating part, especially after the terrible performance that we had over the weekend. take us on the chin, and we have to recover quickly and be ready for Stamford Bridge.
How do you explain the sort of self-inflicted moments, the giving the ball away, the chances you are conceding?
It's a bit of both, I think we take the risk in possession, so obviously we try to find a spare man in the midfield, and that comes with a risk as well. And it happened many times in the first half, especially that we break through them and we go at the last line and then maybe have to do better there. But at moments as well that we make the wrong decisions and then they break on us and become dangerous. And that's a frustrating part. But losing is just, I don't want to curse here, but it's bad. And we want to improve quickly and we want to win games. And obviously we started the season fantastically with all the wins that we had. And now these 2 games losing obviously doesn't feel nice. But I've been in the game quite a long time, so it's all about just keep working and head down, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, you have new players, of course, and it takes, as the manager said, it takes players time to adapt to a new team. How close to the rhythm that you want, to having the authority that you had in games last season, are you?
I think we showed it already in many games already this season. We couldn't show it for 94 minutes, unfortunately, yet. But it's absolutely normal that you need time if you come to a new place, new team, new demands, new on and off the pitch. It's absolutely normal. And obviously nowadays, you don't get the time from the outside world. So it's pretty, you have to be strong mentally and learn